We gotta do the.
Oh, flip it.
There we go.
Oh. So what was I watching? Oh, the flame.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, we are live.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, she's Amanda.
That's Kash.
And welcome to episode 3.
3, yeah.
Okay, excuse me, please.
And right on
Thank
cue.
you.
Hot plate.
Oh, it's hot.
Not hot.
Thank you very much.
All yours.
What is your name, my friend?
Raul.
Raul. Thank you, Raul.
You're welcome.
So,
Salud.
first of all, the decor here is impeccable. We're in the world famous Casa Vega.
It's my first time here. Pretty good.
Yeah. So,
Cheers.
a lot of you, cheers, know about Casa Vega from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because it was mentioned in there. And inside of this place is amazing. It still looks the same.
I love this old school style.
Yeah. And there's great ambiance. It's a good time to come. So, now that you can eat inside like normal people, check out Casa Vega.
Yeah.
Sherman Oaks, Ventura Boulevard. Google it. So, tonight, we would like to know,
What are your pet peeves? What pisses you off? What gets on your nerves?
where do I start?
Ooh, let's start with work today.
I mentioned to my roommate, I'm sure that I have been the subject of many of other people's pet peeves.
Probably same. I'm probably fucking annoying. No
Yeah.
one tells me.
Yeah. So, with that being said, oh yeah, we have a little microphone here. So with that being said, in the comments, hi Cynthia.
Are we plugged in? Microphone?
Yeah, that one's.
This records everything? Or
Yeah. So, actually, no, I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna put it on manual and see if it works. I'm kind of experimenting. I got a lot of stuff going on the sideline. Ricky Dorsey, what's happening, my brother?
Hi.
Now, don't just watch. Type your pet peeves because everybody's got pet peeves.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody.
Big
Yeah,
pet peeves, little things, little quirky things.
What gets on your nerve? What makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up? What gets on your? I'm going to tell you one of my pet peeves. I think I wrote it down. If I can find it. I got a whole file of pet peeves. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, here they go. At least I had them a moment ago.
All right, I will distract while Kashan pulls out his stuff.
Yeah, do that.
So, I just got back from Vegas this weekend, and I'm going back again next week because I just need that in my life. I need constant vacations every week. We've been back okay, Ricky said people who stop at yield signs but gun it when the light turns yellow. I know, right? Because I feel like people don't understand that a yield sign is not a stop sign. It's just like you creep in a little bit, no one's there, you go. But then, of course, at a yellow light, you gotta run it because it's like a race. It depends for me. Sometimes, if I'm like, I know I'm gonna make it, I'll like step on the gas through that yellow light. But it's just like, ugh, I don't know. But yeah, stopping at a yield sign, like, it doesn't say stop, it says yield. Just go. No cars there, just go.
Okay.
We got Alex on here. Hi, Alex. How was your second shot? You got a second shot today.
Oh. My second shot made me loopy the next day. Now, I'll tell you one of my pet peeves. And it really gets on my nerves. Okay? Someone tells you something just out of the blue. They call you up. Hey, we're going to Casa Vega. I'm going to take you out. You could be anywhere. Doesn't have to be here. They call you. They volunteer to come get you. It's their treat. Right? It never happens. You call them on it.
Yeah.
It could be weeks later. You bring it up. They have nerve to get offended.
Oh my God. This happened with this guy. So I'm recently single. So this guy again asked me this is the second time it's happened. He was like, "Oh my God, I want to see you. Like, we never got to hang out." He said that to me this weekend. I was like, "Well, I'm in Vegas. Like, I'm free Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday. Pick your day." He's like, "Oh, I can do Tuesday." I'm like, "Cool." So this time I was like, "Text me when you're ready, and we'll do something on Tuesday. We'll go get food." And then I made plans to Tuesday night. My friend called me like, "Hey, do you want to go to this horror movie film festival thing?" I was like, "Yeah," because I already know this guy's not showing up. And then he has the audacity to say something on my selfie on Instagram today, and I was like, "Oh, well, you didn't." It's funny that you say that. I'm so pretty, yet you didn't show up on Tuesday. He's like, "Well, you never texted me." I'm like, "You're the man. You made the plans. If you wanted to take me out, you text me first."
Guys, check this out. You make it harder for the cool guys, for the guys who are responsible, when you do things like that. That's one of my pet peeves. One of my pet peeves is mistreating women, taking them for granted, and then all of that stuff
That's right, Frank. He was basic as fuck.
comes into the next relationship.
And he has butthole eyes.
Hey, there's Alex. Being on the phone at the movie.
Yeah. Like, if you're doing that at home, like, that's fine. But if you're at a movie theater, like, you pay to go see this movie with a bunch of people, and you do that shit, like, no, like, put away your fucking phone.
How about people who talk all through the movie?
Yeah. It's like, why, it's just annoying. Like, why do people do that?
Hey, they used to do that in the hood. Yeah, especially a horror movie. Don't go in that building. Don't. I tell you not to go in. Frank. Oh. You're talking about the dude that...
Yeah, he was basic.
He's basic.
And he has butthole eyes.
That's not good. That's not a good thing.
No. I just wanted a free dinner. Speaking of phones, I hate when I'm out to dinner with someone. And they're just...
Constantly on their phone?
Constantly on their phone. I don't care if it's a work thing. I'm the guest right now, and I need to be the priority. You know, there's moments where, like, me and the person I'm at dinner with, we have a moment to both of us take out our phones and, like, text back real quick or something, or check something. But if you're like this, like, you're out across from you at a dinner table, I don't care if it's a date, I don't care if you're with your mom, like, you don't do this. And then eat your food. Don't even look. No, it's so fucking rude.
Rudeness is not good. Well, you know, I have this theory that the reason they're on their phone, that they can't really hold a conversation. They haven't learned to navigate conversation articulately.
Then just listen. I used to do that too. I used to not be charismatic. I used to be really shy. I still want to put up my phone though when I'm with someone. I just get to know them and like listen. Nod your fucking head or look at your phone.
When did you de-shy?
You know, it's been an ongoing process, but I think definitely this past year has made me really kind of get out of my shell.
I can't remember ever being shy.
Yeah, I don't take me as a shy person.
I had a smart ass mouth. I will tell you this though. I will say this. If it was somebody that I was really into, all that smart ass mouth shit kind of went out the window. So I had to like curb it a little bit, just to find out, you know, it may rub the person, it may rub her the wrong way.
Yeah. You also have to get to know
Yeah.
the personality. Like, I know when people are saying shit as a joke, and I know when they're actually being kind of a dick. But, like, you know that, you get to know that person to just listen to that.
Frank, you hit the nail on the head. Technology does have something to do with that.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, lack of communication skills. You're absolutely right. Also, people are braver on their phones and at keyboards.
I agree. I'll admit I am one of those people. I mean, definitely it's different now because I know who I am. I'm more confident in who I am as a person. But like 2 years ago, yeah, I was tough shit. I was cool shit online, and I was just a shy person in person.
How did you? When did the shyness just go out the window?
I mean, I'm still shy around new people. Yeah, it's rare, but I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like more confident, just my confidence, just working on my confidence and more knowing about who I am and what I like and what I don't like, because I like them and I don't like them, not because other people will tell me what I should like and what I should not like.
If I like the girl, she kind of makes me, you know, I'm not a nervous person, so I don't get nervous, but something stupid always happens.
Guys are dumb.
Yeah, guys are stupid.
But that's a different topic for a different podcast. I have like a weird pet peeve, like, that's very specific.
Does it involve men?
No.
Oh, good.
It's a saying. So, let's say you're going to San Francisco this weekend. And you're like, oh yeah, I'm going down to San Francisco this weekend. I'm like, no, you're
That's
not.
up.
You're going up to San Francisco.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
I hate it. I don't know why.
They go down to San Francisco and up to San Diego.
Yeah, I'm like, no. It's San Francisco's up north. You can't.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
I had one with my roommate Leah. She's probably going to see this. Hi, Leah. So I'm going to tease you about this one. So, oh yeah, you haven't met her yet. So anyway, I hear this all the time on basketball games. Someone would get knocked down. Now, basketball is played on a court. It's a basketball court. It's a floor. It's literally a floor. If you get to the arena about 3 hours before the tip-off, maybe 4 to 5 hours before tip, you'll see them put that floor in. Let's use the Staples Centers as an example. The Clippers have their own floor. The Lakers have their own floor. They put that floor in about 12:31 in the afternoon for that night. Sometimes both teams play on the same day. So here's my pet peeve. A player will get knocked down, and they go, oh, he got knocked to the ground. No, he didn't. He got knocked to the floor.
Interesting.
The ground is outside. And so Leah and I got into this thing the other night, and she goes, well, I know what they meant, but it is vernacularly incorrect. The ground has dirt.
Cement.
But that floor is made of wood. That is not the ground.
Ground is outside, floor is inside.
That's what I said. Pet peeve.
Rats are outside, mice are inside.
Right. And announcers make that mistake all the time.
Everything okay?
Yep.
All right. Frank said something real quick.
Frank, let's see. That and PAs who don't know how to close the line properly or speak up when guest is out of line. Yeah, man.
I mean, I can't say because I'm a dresser. I'm behind the scenes. But
Frank, you are absolutely
I
correct.
hear it. I hear that she's mad about it.
I see the frustration in that statement. But I agree with you. Frank, when are you going to come down and join us?
Alex says divas. He doesn't like divas. I mean, yeah.
How many divas do you know, Frank?
Am I a diva? Marge can be a diva sometimes.
Wait,
Frank says, Amanda, you know, you've been there long enough. I'm like, I know, but I'm being politically correct.
you're not a diva.
Frank, we're at Casa Vega on Ventura in Sherman Oaks. Really good.
Hey, Jose.
It's my first time here.
Thank you for
It's
today,
good.
by the way. How do you like it?
It's really good. I got the shrimp and crab tostada, exactly what I wanted.
I got a big, giant-ass oven-baked burrito. It's half gone already.
And I'm drinking a michelada.
And I have, of course, a margarita on the rocks with salt.
So you made like a whole ass avocado. That makes me really happy.
I know, that's cool.
Amanda says, oh, Tally says, I'm not. Thank you. I have my diva moments, I will say that, but
Now, I refer to my singer in my band as a diva,
yeah.
but only because she can sing. She's not really difficult to work with. We've been working together now for 26 years. Hey, Michael Branson.
Bye-bye.
Michael's in Carolina. Yeah. What was the name of the spot?
Casa Vega.
Yeah.
C-A-S-A and then Vega, V-E-G-A.
Now, here's another pet peeve. Family or close friends who haven't seen you in months, years, call you up out of the blue. Let's use Universal as an example, and hit you up for tickets
Yeah.
or money.
So, like, not even a hi, how are you, how you been, just like, hey, can I get tickets to Universal?
Not how are you? They don't know that you had medical issues. Okay. They don't know if you had medical issues or you've been in the hospital or nothing. They just, call and they want stuff. They want stuff for free. Here's another one since I'm in a band. Hey, Sean, you guys had any comp tickets? Independent artists need support, and support is for buying that ticket and buying that CD or downloading that song. Help a brother out, Anyway, Michael Branson, I don't know if you're a Carolina Panthers fan, but they did pretty good in the draft. That's all I'm saying. I know. I hate that too, Frank. I hate that. It's two of my pet peeves. I have somebody
Sorry about
actually.
that.
I have somebody today. They sent. Oh, here's another one. And this has been happening the last few days. I get an inadvertent text. Hey, how's it going? I don't know who the hell it is.
I know, right? So are we still on the ticket subject? I think what this past year has taught me, especially because a lot of us on this live right now are in the theme park industry. I was already at a bad place at the beginning of the pandemic last year, and then the only thing that was kind of distracting me from that was my job. And then I lost my job, and that was my whole life. And then instead of people like, you know, who've asked you for tickets, they didn't fucking once check up on me. My coworkers did, my family did, my true friends did, but like, I know everyone was dealing with it in their own way, but the fact that you would hit me up for free tickets and you wouldn't have the audacity to be like, I'm so sorry to hear about Universal, like let me know if you need anything, or just how are you, how is your mental health, like it's fucked up. And, you know, on the positive note is like you do get to figure out like who are your true friends though.
Yeah, that's true.
Who the people who actually fuck with you, like care about you. Even Kash like texted me a couple times like, how you doing and stuff, like talk like let's do this podcast. So
yeah, you know, this kind of came about. We've been talking about this for over a year, huh?
Yeah.
About doing this.
Yeah, we no, the beginning of the pandemic, like February, we were in the Transformers bunker, like let's do a podcast. Like, 'cause me and Kashawn always have this like cool like titter tatter like conversations. I think somebody said like you guys should be on a show, a talk show. We're like, yeah, we should. And we made it happen. So.
Yeah, so here we are. I finally figured that out.
We finally figured that out, yeah.
So anyway, I should put that chord in here. I'll change it. So anyway, so that's my pet peeve. So I have many of them.
Yeah. I guess on the topic of work, like, I hate when I'm at work and someone bitches about how much they hate this job. And don't get me wrong. I have my good days, I have my bad days, like, you know, I get my annoying days, like, but if you just constantly are at work talking about how much you hate this job, fucking leave. Quick,
Yeah, why'd you
there's
come
the
in?
door. Nothing's stopping you. I show up, yeah, I have my, like I said, I have my bad days, I have my frustrated days, I have those days where I cry. But at the end of the day, I genuinely enjoy my job. That's why I'm here. If you don't like it, leave. This isn't like $1 million job. You're not getting paid a significant amount of money. It's just a job. So if you don't like it, leave.
Hey, Delphonics, what's happening? And Donna Lewis. Hi, Donna.
False witnesses. Sean knows what I'm talking about.
False witnesses, yes.
And Frank asked if they have good margaritas.
Frank,
I got a michelada. So
the margaritas are magnificent. They're outstanding.
outstanding. That's the catchphrase.
By the way, I trademarked outstanding during the pandemic.
As you should.
There will be T-shirts. Also, we're going to be getting some swag of our own. We have to take really good photos.
Yeah, if any of you guys are photographers,
Yeah.
me and Sean need to do like a little photo shoot.
We'll do a photo. So we're looking for a photographer to do a photo shoot so we can get some merch. You know, some swag. You know. Oh yeah. So if you want which burrito, of course I got the beef. Oh, by the way, I think I ate better during the pandemic than any time.
Like I said, I definitely had my bad days at work, and I bitched and complained here and there. Of course, I have too. Like, I full on like cried in the Simpsons break room, like I had a mental breakdown. But I was definitely not one to say consistently how much I hated this job. This shit was annoying. And Abraham says, "Can I message you after this?" Yeah, he messages both after this. And then Frank said, "Sean, man, just hit up Mac." Are we calling Mac out right now, or what's the tea with that?
You know, first of all, I'm going to say hi to... Hey, Abraham, what's up?
Hi.
And Alexis.
Hi, Alexis. Hi, Greg.
All right, now,
Cheers.
let's talk about Brother Mac. Very smart individual. I understand him. I know that a
Oh,
lot.
from pictures.
I know that he does a lot of. He does. What?
But I said no, I meant for pictures since you need a photographer.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know about that because some of the pictures on my band page and on our Facebook, Max shot those photos when we were on stage at the Viper Room in Hollywood. Takes very good photos. I have to show you some of those.
I snuck into the Viper Room and
Anyway, Mac is opinionated.
we should have him on the show then.
He talks. Yeah, we would love to have him down here.
Yeah.
He'd love it. He talks a lot of shit, but at the same
But
time,
I respect that
Yeah.
though, because he's honest about
yeah,
it. He
and
doesn't-
he does a lot of it just to get some reactions,
yeah.
which works. Do you know management has called me regarding some of the stuff that he's posted online. Hey Robin, what's going on? Bring them on camera. Can we do that?
I guess so.
I guess we can. Anyway, so some pet peeves are unavoidable. One I have is time. I'm usually on time.
What was one mine too that I wrote down?
Are you usually on time?
Absolutely. I'm very punctual.
She was here before I was.
I have this weird anxiety thing where I cannot at all be late. I was here 10 minutes before, so I made sure I could park my car. I could get us in on time. And I get it, this shit happens. Like, Deshaun was like, you were like only like 5 minutes late. And you texted me saying, like, you texted me like a half hour before saying, hey, I'm running 5 or 10 minutes late. You're like, that's awesome. Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah.
It's the people
I hate being late.
where you're supposed to meet at 7 o'clock and you get a text at 7:20 being like, hey, sorry, I'm on my way. Why didn't you tell me that 20 minutes ago when it was 7? I was fucking sitting here for you.
Yeah. I've had a lot of those.
Hey, Michael.
I have a lot of those where the people didn't show up.
Yeah, it's just like, that was what I said, like, butthole eyes the other day. I was like, I'm not counting
Butthole.
on the guy who like, never, like, met up with me Tuesday.
Yeah.
He's butthole eyes. It's like,
Will he get a second chance?
no, like, that was a second chance.
He blew it, dude.
No, fuck you. No. I don't play baseball. We don't do 3 strikes. 2, you're out. My time is precious.
Some guy's watching this right now going, yeah. I got a chance.
Just don't fuck it up.
It's guys like that that make it hard for people like me. I remember one time, an ex-girlfriend's, and this is not the reason why, an ex-girlfriend's mom goes, he's too good for you. And her mom said I was spoiling her. The relationship was never the same after that.
I've had my ex
And
tell that to me, like, not in a different context, of course, saying, like,
I remember
I'm too good for him.
I remember my ex going, oh, if you feel like that, why don't you start him? And you can fill in whatever word you want there.
Say that to your mother?
Yeah,
Absolutely
yeah.
not.
Oh, yeah. And it was awkward because I was sitting there.
I wouldn't say that to my mother. Absolutely not.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was-
joke around, but, like,
Yeah, and it was real. I thought they were joking, but first of all, I never heard anybody talk to their mom, back to their mom like that.
Frank wants me to educate these bros out here. All right.
Yeah.
Shit, okay. I guess we're okay.
Well, you know my theory. You can't educate. Wait,
No.
you can't teach the stupid, but you can educate the ignorant.
Yes. Because ignorant,
That just means without knowledge.
yes, exactly. Actually, I had a high school teacher tell me that, like, because we all were trying to, like, figure out what the actual definition of ignorant is. Like, ignorant is just not knowing.
Hey, Raul, What's your number one pet peeve? What bothers you?
What bothers me?
Yeah.
The bills every month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that.
You said bills
Yeah,
every
I
month.
wish I live without any bills, to pay.
I know, right? I just don't have
But
to
you know
worry
what?
about them.
That made me feel like coming to work with more energy.
It gave you, it motivated you, didn't it?
That's
Exactly.
right. Otherwise, if I don't have no bill, I'm probably going to be sitting on the house watching TV every day. But
Right.
now, since I have those bills, I have to come to work.
Exactly.
And besides, I like to drink too.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta. That's our boy, Raul. He says coming to work motivates him, but his pet peeve is he has to pay bills.
Yeah.
But he likes working.
Same.
This is a cool place to work.
So something I learned about relationships, especially where I get deep here for a second,
Okay.
dating someone who had a drug addiction.
Ooh.
That I try to stay as much as I can, and I try to push that person to rehab, push that person to change, and they would say they change, but at the end of the day, no, you can't make anyone change. You can't make anyone turn something around until they want to do it.
That's true.
That's what I learned. Like, I can't control someone else. They have, and then if I'm done, I'm not going to change them. I'm going to leave. And that's what I did. And if this person is now actually changing their life. Actually, that was the phone call. They're going to their rehab meeting right now. So,
Well, that's good.
actions speak louder than words. All this, that's the biggest thing in relationship advice. If someone wants to be with you, they won't text you that they miss you. They'll fucking be there for you.
That's true. I have a friend on Instagram that has these provocative posts that really touch your heart and make you think. And I had to compliment her one day. I go, you know what? I kind of needed that, so thank you for posting that. And it was much needed. It really was. So I think it. When you have to deal with somebody like that, it drains you. When somebody has a problem like that.
Yeah, it's honestly like it was such a weight on my shoulders, but I had to. I realized that that's not my baggage, and I don't need to carry it, unfortunately. Alex says being judged before I say a word. Sometimes it's just
Man.
I mean, especially like people like to judge you before they even know you. I feel that because they hear things about you or they assume certain things about it that you look or your social media posts. I can write about that real quick.
Oh.
Just because I've been thinking about it a lot. On Instagram, I have these really pretty, nice photos. On my story, I talk about how awesome my day is, how happy I am. It's all fucking fake, guys. Like don't get me wrong, I have great days. I just got back from Vegas. I'm having a good time, but I'm not perfect. I posted a selfie today on my Instagram. And the caption was, I have this, you can see my necklace in the photo, so it's like, I captioned it, A for Amanda, no, it's A for anxiety. And someone was like, why would you have anxiety? You're the most beautiful girl out there. And I was like, one, I have mental health issues. Two, I've gone through some shit. I have trauma. And they're like, well, you just need to look in the mirror and realize how lucky you are. Yes, I'm lucky. I've been so blessed in life. But that doesn't mean like everything stays in roses and all that. Like I go through shit. Like I just feel like people don't understand that because we have this persona online.
I think.
Like, I'm not an influencer, I'm not some character, like, I'm a person, I'm allowed to have my feelings.
A lot of people don't think about that part. I think we're so tuned in. Hey, my friend Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
I miss you, Wendy. I'm just saying. Say hi to your kids. Two of the most talented kids I've ever seen in my life, by the way. I think we're so caught up on social media that nobody reads. They just look at. They're more inclined just to look at the photos, the pictures.
Yeah, that's why I do these captions sometimes, because I'm like, I wonder if anyone actually reads them.
And so somebody asked me this actually yesterday. On my Facebook, it says in a relationship, and I think you can change it to like it's complicated. Man, I just left it.
I left it. Mine's blank.
Mine just says in a relationship. By the way, hey, there's no relationship. My girlfriend is electric. She has 4 strings, and I plug her into my amplifier.
And plays her.
Yeah. So anyway,
I'm a dog.
Here's my pet peeve when it comes to that. So I don't know if they're looking at Kashan, the bass player in this band thing. I don't know if they're looking at that character or the bass player or just me. Because that's 2 different people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you character actors. That's 2 different people. So that's why I have trust issues.
Okay, Frank said, most basic comment ever. I see that all the time on social media. You're too pretty, beautiful to be sad, suffering, depressed, etc. One of the most ignorant things I think you can say to a person I see is mostly on women's pages, and I cringe all the time. I feel really ashamed. Thank you, Frank. Like, just because and it's like, I get it. Like, I want people to appreciate what I look like and tell me. I want people to tell me I'm pretty, but at the same time, it's like that should not be everything I'm about. So one thing that pissed me off is a pet peeve. So I am in school right now to become a teacher, and back in January I received a scholarship to go back to school to do this. Mm-hmm. So I posted on my Insta story and my Facebook story, like, I got in with a scholarship. I was really happy, and I was like, I'm gonna be a teacher. I'm gonna be a high school teacher. I had 3 guys message me. They're like, oh yeah, you're gonna be a hot teacher. You're gonna be the sexy teacher. Don't get me wrong, I'm hot, I'm sexy, but why does that have to define my teaching skills? Why can't I be an amazing teacher? Why can't I be an influential teacher? Why can't I be a teacher that's gonna make a difference in a child's life? Why do I have to be the hot teacher? That's my 2 cents on that.
Because they're only well, part of it is being narrow-minded. Hello, Roderick Johnson. Melroy Green. One of my favorite names ever.
I like that name, yeah.
What's up, Melroy? And Brad Scher. One of the best pure shooters in basketball. And hey, I'm wearing the Crenshaw sweatshirt tonight, too. Probably the best long-distance shooter in school history. I'll just go out on a limb like that.
You went to school teacher for?
I was a teacher.
You were?
Yep. Well, I think, what? School teacher porn.
I blame Van Halen.
Yeah. I'm hot for teacher. That was a great song, by the way.
But it's different if you're a teenage boy, though. If you're a grown-ass 4-year-old man, like, shut the fuck up. Like, grow up.
You know what's weird? You know that female teacher that was dating the student? They got married.
Oh, gross. Right. I'm 25. Let's say I'm going to teach like a 16, even a 17-year-old, maybe 18-year-olds. Mm-hmm. I look at 17, 18-year-olds now, I'm like, that's an infant. That's a baby. I'm not attracted to her. Like, why would you go for someone that's like a child?
Doesn't that make her what do you call it?
Pedophile.
Doesn't that make her a pedophile?
They mostly only say that about guys, but women can be pedophiles too.
That's disgusting. Anyway, I'm not a judge.
I am.
But but if I were, I'm gonna see something. I'm gonna test something. If I disconnect everybody, you'll know. I just shorted out the whole damn restaurant.
Kashawn, what did you teach?
I taught English.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
That's why I be correcting people who use the wrong vernacular on social media. I can't help it. And you know what I'll do? Even if I make the punctuation mistake, yeah, it could be years later. I saw one the other day, it was from 5 years ago, and I go, that's wrong. The apostrophe wasn't in the right place. I went back in and corrected it. Kind of the OCD thing. Yeah, but I also taught phys ed.
I can see, yeah.
So I was the basketball teacher, football coach, PE. Yeah. I got an award. Thank you, Raul. I got an award for the meanest teacher on campus.
Really?
Yeah, they gave it to me when I left.
I don't believe it.
But they didn't,
I really don't believe it.
And then one of the students explained it at the bottom. He goes, not really. If you played for one of his teams, you'll know that, he's. So it was great. I kind of miss it. My son was trying to get me to go back and coach his son, which would have been very interesting.
You're a grandpa?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a grandpa?
They call me Pops. Oh, it's funny too to hear them in these grandpa discussions. My grandpa is better than yours. He plays bass. Well, my grandpa's better than he has more gray hair than your grandpa. Anyway, back to pet peeves. Back to pet peeves. I'm gonna switch this USB out. Hold on a second.
So, this is my first time eating here. And I got this shrimp and crab tostado. Because I love seafood. I was actually really craving shrimp today. This is fucking
It's
bomb.
good?
It's so good. Like, I'm eating, I was only going to have like one. Because I was like, I'm not that hungry. And I filled up on chips. But now I'm eating the whole thing. Frank said when people don't use turn signals on the road. Yes. Yes. Although, okay, so somebody told me this one time. I asked, I was like, why do you never use your turn signal when you're merging lanes on the freeway? And you know what they said? They're like, because when I turn on my signal, the person speeds up and tries to pass me, which is also fucking annoying. Use your turn signal, but also let someone in your lane.
That's a California thing.
It's a California, it's an LA thing. I grew up in LA. I have road rage. I got out of cars and threatened to beat someone's ass.
Do you do the California roll? You get to the stop sign, you don't even stop, you just roll on through there.
My car doesn't do that now, but all the time, yeah. All the time.
You know what? What scares people from out of state? Motorcycles able to split traffic.
Oh, yeah, because I found out in other states you can't do that. I mean, I always, when I see one in my rearview mirror, especially if it's like a big like Harley or something, I'll like slightly go over, so give them room.
Well, you're supposed to do that on the freeway if you're in the fast lane.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. That's one of my favorite songs right there.
If I see them coming, I always...
They use it on the commercial.
Especially if it's like me in an SUV, like of course I'm gonna like go first, I have more room.
You hear this song in the background? I like it like... Yeah, one of those ladies is out of tune, so I think she had more drinks than everybody else. She's louder.
People being assholes without masks, especially at work. Yeah, it's not a right to come to a theme park. It's a privilege. Don't get me wrong, I'm so happy we're open. I can't wait to go to Disney. But it's like dude, I don't want to wear a mask either. I don't want to wear a mask. But you have to fucking do it.
Yeah, they act like we want to wear them, but they act like we want to wear masks.
Yeah, I don't want to, but I have to. Well, that's just how it is.
Hey, Bill Myers, welcome. Hey, Bill, what's your pet peeves? Wait, if you're a couple, do you dare share your pet peeves about your significant other?
Yeah.
Here's one of my pet peeves.
You should be like, hey, I don't like this certain thing that you do.
Here's one of my pet peeves. Why do you guys take our underwear? Look, see that smile? Well, say it.
My ex didn't wear underwear. It's got real interesting.
He went commando. Commando.
I see like his shirts and stuff,
Commando.
but people who don't clean up after themselves in any setting.
Oh.
My
Yeah.
exception, because I'm messy and I live by myself.
You are?
I am very messy, actually.
What sign are you?
I'm a Cancer. I live by myself, so at home I will leave shit out because it's my home. But if I'm like someone else's home, I won't do that. You know?
Do you have like stuff thrown everywhere?
Oh yeah, my room is like one big mess.
You got a picture?
No, because it's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
When I have guests over, I clean up, but like
Oh.
if it's just me by myself, I'm really messy. But if I'm like, especially out at a place that's not my home, like of course I'm gonna clean up after myself. And, but like honestly, like I used to be really bad because like my you can ask my old roommates, like I would never clean up, and I just had to learn that, you know. Water signs, yes, July babies.
And that reminds me that when it gets warm in the summer.
Alex says people who judge because of whatever your sign is.
Oh,
I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of that. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
It's so true, though.
You're a Cancer.
I'm a Cancer.
July 7th, right?
Yes.
I remember.
Are you Scorpio?
Libra.
Libra. Let's say, like, I usually fuck with, like, Libra.
September
Scorpio.
27th. So anyway, we're going to have some of our episodes will be at my new residence. There's a cool pool deck out there. And so we'll be able to like barbecue and drink and, you know, probably the neighbors will get involved.
What's your sign, Alex? Let me guess. Aries or Virgo?
You know how
Or a Gemini?
for a while I couldn't get away from Geminis. I was run. They would tell me Gemini and I'd run.
I'm attracted to toxic Scorpio men.
I have no comment on that. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Toxic.
It's September 21st, so you're a Libra.
Yeah, you're Libra like me.
Yeah, I think that's like the first day of Libra, or it might be end of Virgo, which.
Yeah.
And I told you might be a Virgo. You're giving off some Virgo vibes.
Yeah, mine's the 27th.
I'm looking at the-
Hey, it's Jason. Jason, how do you feel? You feel good?
Jason! What's your pet peeves, Jason?
Yeah, you gotta share your pet peeve on here. We're at Casa Vega. Speaking of Casa Vega, here in Sherman Oaks on Ventura Boulevard.
Yeah, you're, Alex, you're the second day of Libra, but you definitely are, because you're on the cusp, you have some Virgo vibes, and I called you out on it.
So anyway, if you saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Casa Vega's in it. Hey, there's Johnny. What's up, Johnny?
Johnny! How you doing, buddy?
Johnny, I saw that video you sent me with Groovin'. You had me singing that for 2 days. You know, Groovin' on a Sunday afternoon.
Johnny, what's your pet peeve?
Yeah, Johnny, what's your pet peeve?
Jason, you'll come with us to Casa Vega next time.
Man,
Cheers.
cheers. Salud. So anyway, here's another pet peeve of mine.
You got a list.
All right, here we go. People that say they're gonna call you back
Again, men.
and never call back.
Again, with Amanda's dating advice, if you tell a woman, hey, if you're in a busy situation, like, and you have to miss a call, I always like to say, like, hey, sorry, I'm out with my friends right now, unless it's like an emergency kind of thing. And, can I call you back in an hour? That's acceptable. You don't have to talk right away unless it's an emergency or something really important. But if you tell me you're going to call me back in an hour and 2 hours go by, you don't fucking call me, or at least have the decency to send a text to say, like, hey, I'm running longer than expected. Can I call you in another hour? I just don't. My time is so precious, and people need to respect your time.
You have a cat?
No, I'm allergic to cats. I have a dog.
Oh. Okay, so if your dog doesn't like the guy, does that help you make a decision whether or not to date him?
So, I have a couple different things about this.
Uh-oh.
My dad always told me that, because I've always been an animal person, animals are really attracted to me. And my dad said that every dog I've ever encountered has always liked me because they can smell if you have a good soul.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that.
The other thing though, but with my dog at home, her name is Harper. She's a rescue, and she's gone through a lot of trauma. So she does, and that was brought on by a man. So she doesn't
adapt to them quickly.
men. She only likes two men. One is one of my best friends, Tyler, and he's also very feminine, so maybe that's why. And the other one is my father, but that took like her a good almost a year.
How old is Harper?
She is going to be 3. She's going to be 4 next week on May 15th.
She'd like
She's
me.
a
I love
Taurus.
dogs.
Yeah.
What did you guys order?
I got the shrimp and crab tostadas, and they were
Jason asked that.
amazing. They are so good. This is my first time here.
You're right,
And
Frank.
then I got a michelada to drink.
Frank says animals are intuitive. They are. They know.
are.
They know when you're full of shit. You know. Now, here's
Jim
what
Brown nonsense.
I ordered the oven baked burrito.
Oh, it looks really good. It smells good.
It's about this big.
It's like as big as your face.
Full of goodness. Okay, so
Alex says gym bro nonsense. I think if it's like you're at the gym with your bros, that's an acceptable time.
Frank likes dogs blowing with people.
If you come near me with that gym bro shit, I'm gonna shoot you away.
Jim.
Agreed, Frank. 100 agree. Dogs are just so much better than people. That's why I want my own private island with my dog rescue.
I miss my dogs.
Oh, lift this fist to your face, Frank.
Dude, you even live? That's so funny. Here's another pet peeve. People that repeat the same damn story over and over and over again. And each time they add a little different element to it.
That's how you know they're lying.
That's how you know they're lying?
Because it's not consistent.
I never thought about that.
It's not consistent. It's different if they're like, oh, I didn't tell you that this also happened in the story, but if they're telling a story and it changes a little bit every time, it's not consistent. That's why when you get interrogated by cops, they ask you the same questions over and over to see if your story changes or you add any details that wasn't there before or you forgot about.
Now you know what we pick up? They got to go to IG Live. But I think I can bounce. I think we can bounce this over there later.
My bad. My phone's on low battery though.
My phone's on low battery.
Oh.
But anyway, here's another pet peeve of mine. Women.
Oh, just women? Your pet peeve?
No,
I'm gonna stab you with this.
She's gonna stab me with a fork. Call 911. Wait. Bring more paramedics. Remember that movie? Anyway. Okay. This is for the ladies now.
That's me.
I don't like this.
Alright.
You lie and say, and I'm only bringing this up because I lived through it. I lived it. And by the way, I was married when this happened. So she goes, hey, you know what? If you ever meet somebody else, just tell me. If you ever become bored, just tell me. Just let me know. And then when you do, it'll ease the transition. Just be honest with me. Be open.
I mean,
When I did meet somebody else, I got cursed out. I was every name but a child of the Almighty. Why is that? So she wasn't serious.
because I don't know. That's a very hard thing to say because I have been on like kind of both ends. I've been cheated on and I found out, and I've also been like, hey, there's somebody else. And
Hi, Lynn Carter.
at the end of the day, it's gonna suck no matter what. Kind of like what Jason was saying, like, honesty is the best policy. Honestly, like, I just be like,
Shots fired.
I would just be like straight up, like, don't tell me you met someone else. Just break up with me, and then start dating them after. Like, don't date them while you're with me. Like,
Have you ever heard this? It's not me, it's you. It's not you, it's me.
yeah, that's bullshit. Like, well, it probably is. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
both of us. Like, if it wasn't working out, there's probably
That was
multiple reasons.
that was my first wife
yeah.
told me that. So of course I never believed anybody else who ever said
I'd
that.
rather obviously someone break up with me because they met someone else than cheat on me with someone else. But at the end of the day, I'd rather just see you break up with me and not tell me, and then eventually date them instead of dating right after a breakup. 'Cause that's a red flag. If you jump from relationship to relationship, and I told this to this guy, my ex's new girl, I found out he was with. I said if she was like she's a see you next Tuesday, let's just say that. But she was saying how she's like, I got him to leave you for me, and I was like, what's gonna make
Him leave
stop?
somebody else.
Like, you're not better than me. We're different people. We're not you. I was with him for a very long time, and there's no reason. Same thing won't happen. He's gonna meet someone else that's gonna treat him better, or whatever.
I've always had
Or
this
it's gonna be
thing.
different, or it's gonna be more perfect, or whatever.
I've always had this thing. Another Kashanism.
Yeah, if you jump from relationship to relationship, you don't have time to heal.
Yeah. If it starts in deceit, it ends with defeat.
And I've
You know-
also been the other woman who I thought he was going to leave his girlfriend and be with me, and the same thing happened.
I was always afraid to do that. You know why I was always afraid to try to juggle more than one woman? Because then you have to lie.
Yeah.
And then you got to remember the lie.
My pet peeve is why men all
And then by the way, you always... What?
Why do all men lie?
I'll get to that in a moment.
No, you guys.
Why do all men... Sometimes you have to lie.
Okay. I agree there's certain situations, yes.
Now, in a relationship, I would like to protect you. I do that at work all the time.
Yeah.
I'm a union rep. Wait a minute. It's not that I lie. I bend the truth.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you do it? Yeah. Especially when I'm in a meeting. So, here's something y'all don't know. When I go into those meetings, sometimes I have to be like empowered from above, because some of the people I have to sit across the table with, they're not really nice. So I have to kind of get in that mode, But I will lie to protect you. I'm talking about
Yeah,
a
no,
woman.
okay. See,
I just won't lie
that's
to
a certain situation.
But in a relationship, I can't juggle more than one, because then you got to lie, and then you got to remember
That's
what
not
lie.
lying to protect
Yeah.
someone, it's lying to protect yourself.
Right, and then you got to lie. You got to remember the lie, and one lie leads to another. So you wind up lying to both of them, or all of them.
Lying to yourself.
I have a friend right now. He's dating 4 people.
Gross. Dating or is he in a relationship?
Wait.
That's also different.
Wait, 2 of them know each other.
Do they know?
So much for those best friends. I'm just saying, ladies.
Okay, 'cause
Check your best friend.
If you're dating, like if you're on Tinder or whatever, and you're like dating and meeting new people, that's different. Like if you're dating other people, that's fine because it's not a committed relationship. But if you're in a committed relationship, we're official boyfriend and girlfriend, we do stuff for each other like that. Like not okay. But if you're just like dating, like testing out the waters, like eventually, like I'm gonna.
Can I get
date-
another one, Raul?
Yes.
Thank you.
Like eventually, I will start dating again. I'm gonna like date around because I didn't really do that for a long time. So I will eventually, one day get dinner with one guy, a day another dinner with another guy. But when I find my person, I'm gonna stop dating other people.
If I was 10 years older, I'd date you.
And you was older.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then I wouldn't care.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. If you don't know my background, I'm part Arabic. So, Arabic men are, there's no number factor in there. Hey, Jesus, what's going on? And Francesca. I just like saying that word. Francesca. Corleone, right? Yeah, Corleone. Anyway. Hey, you guys aren't sharing your pet peeves in the comments. What's your pet peeve? What's up, Brian Costin? I see you. Here's another pet peeve. The band's got a gig. We're gonna come to your show. Never show up.
Yeah. Just don't say it.
Don't even tell me that. And I've set tickets aside for people.
Yeah.
Don't show up. And so I'm not gonna mention any names. You know who you are. You won't be. There will never be tickets left for you again. Ever. Jason, you're Persian on your dad's side of the family? I never knew that.
I'm white.
You're white? Just white? Where you born?
I was born in Torrance, California.
Torrance, California. I wanted to move there once.
It's a nice area.
Right near that bakery.
Oh, King's Hawaiian?
It was right down the street. You could smell the bread.
Old Town Torrance, yeah. That's what's up.
You could smell the bread from that apartment, but I'll never forget
Yeah.
it. But then that would have been a long way from university.
Yeah. My parents lived in Palo Verde, so.
We almost moved there.
Oh yeah. It's one day, maybe.
It's beautiful. Well,
I
we knew the owner who built this house there. Thank you, my friend.
You're welcome. Salud.
So, that makes a great margarita. Now, so I was saying, Arabic background. So when I went to, or rather during the pandemic, we closed in, was it March?
March
15th,
14th
somewhere
was the
around there?
last day. My last day was March 12th.
So around June, my uncle's like, why don't you just, and they always say come home. Why don't you just come home?
Oh yeah.
You could live like a king.
My parents did. They bribed me like,
Come home. I go, wait, home's never been Saudi Arabia. Home's never been Dubai. By the way, if you've ever
we actually closed. We stayed
March
open.
12th.
March 12th is the day they announced it, and we closed that Saturday, which is the last day, which is the 14th.
I don't know if you've ever been to Dubai,
No, not yet.
but those pictures of the water being just electric blue, it really is blue.
I've been to the Bahamas.
I've been to the Bahamas.
I got a band in there. That's another story.
We should travel and do this show.
I'm down. Let's go to Japan. That's on my list.
Japan's on your list?
I really want to go to Japan.
Tokyo?
Yes.
That might be dope.
That'd be so dope.
Yeah. I know some
Can you
people.
go get some sushi and like ramen and stuff?
Yeah.
That'd be so great. Who's coming with us?
I know some people. Hey, they're playing my band's music over there. It's really weird.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's kind of strange. But anyway, Yeah, he says, yeah, why don't you just come home? You could live like a king. And you can work in the family business. The family business is politics.
That sounds like no.
You know, it's civil service, and it'd be like I'd be a union rep every day. But government. I don't like government.
Frank says you guys should go live and do the show from Mars. Fuck you, Frank. No.
Frank, you're out of order.
You're out of order right now. Order 66. Like, you're absolutely.
You're out of order, Frank. You're out of order. This whole damn restaurant's out of order. Politics is nasty business.
And so is going to Mars.
And so is going to Mars. By the way, those people that are going to Mars, you'll never see them again.
No.
Something's gonna happen. Am I banned from the show?
This is your first strike, Frank.
Oh, wow.
Your first strike. I told you I don't play baseball. Number 2, you're gone.
Hi, Ashley. Ashley, what's your pet peeve?
Frank. You actually want Frank as a guest on the show.
Yeah, Frank, you're not banned from the show. I should start asking people in here what's their pet peeves. But I'm afraid somebody will say, this guy I'm sitting next to.
This dumb bitch.
Oh, by the way, here's a pet peeve for just people who work with other people. So you know where we work. I'm not going to mention it again. We've mentioned them already.
We don't speak for the brand of the company.
Yeah. By the way, the comments and the comments and dialogue of Amanda and Kash are solely intended for entertainment only.
Entertainment purposes only.
We own the rights to everything that we say.
This is a comedy podcast.
Right. Any use or misuse, anything construed on this show is strictly prohibited. In other words, you can't steal a damn thing.
We'll catch his hands.
Right. You don't own nothing here. So you guys, we're gonna get some swag. I mentioned earlier, we're gonna get T-shirts made.
Put on a pose like that.
Like this?
Would you buy it?
Would you
for
buy
a hat?
Would you buy that shot? Would you buy this shirt? Hey, do another one. That's funny. And no one can report you to HR for anything said on there.
What's up, Julia?
That's true. You're on the teacher's radar. Yeah, you're on the teacher's radar, Frank. They're going to be calling your parents. She's going to call your parents.
Making a house.
And those parent-teacher conferences, I'll tell you a story. When I was coaching basketball, parents would come to the games, and they would go, well, how come little Jimmy's not playing more minutes? Well, deep down, little Jimmy wasn't as athletically gifted as some of the other kids.
We'll cut the sleeves off for you, Jason.
And so what I did was, so I wouldn't hear any complaining parents, I invited them to practice, and we scrimmaged. And of course his name was Little Jimmy. I'm not going to mention the name. He's a grown man now. But Little Jimmy's parents saw how athletically gifted some of my other players were. And so once they saw that, I never had a problem with parents again. Their parents let them come over and spend the night in my house. We went out of state. We actually went to Vegas and kicked everybody's ass in Vegas. So we won a tournament there, and that was at Mount Vernon Junior High School.
I made CIF for water polo in high school.
Water polo.
Yeah, I played water.
That's a tough sport.
You ever had a woman try, or I should say a woman, she was a girl. A girl twice your size try to drown you and then stab you with her toenails?
Was she cute?
No.
Oh.
I couldn't tell. I was being drowned, Deshaun.
Is that legal?
No.
That's like hockey in water, huh?
Some girls would like, so we got nail checks, girls we got nail checked, like the ref would have us like check our nails before we train. If they were too long, like this would be too long, I'd have to cut them.
They scratch you?
So the they didn't check your toenails.
Toenails?
So some girls would take a file and sharpen them into a point, and I got stabbed in very inappropriate places with these toenails. So I remember one time when I had it, because whatever happens under the water, you can't see. So that happened to me, so I went around and I punched the girl in the face and got kicked out of the game.
You punched her?
She stabbed me in the vagina with her
Oh, that's not good.
That's
On purpose?
Yes. Because she was, yeah.
That reminds me of a pet peeve. This is addressed to the women. You're a woman. A woman. You're a woman.
I'm a lady.
You are a lady. Okay, here's the question. And who did I see on here that was a woman? Let me go back. Ashley, I'm asking you this question. And who did I miss?
I think that's it for right now.
No, there was one other one. Ashley, I'm asking you this question.
It's all the ladies.
All the ladies. Here's your question. How come when you guys get into an altercation with another woman,
I haven't had time to get my nails done, unfortunately. I work 6 days a week now.
when you get into an altercation with another woman and it gets heated, it gets verbally heated, and the first thing out of your mouth is, bitch? Why is that?
The showrunner, which is the head writer, and they hire other writers.
That's the first name they call each
I
other.
don't call him a bitch. I say you dumb bitch or you dumb cunt.
I do, but I have to get her
Depending
in
on the
there.
situation.
Ooh, that's worse than being a bitch. I think. The C word. Wait,
I only use it if you deserve it.
C
See you next Tuesday.
U
Next
N.
Tuesday.
Nobody likes to be called that.
No. That's disrespectful. I think someone who called their mother that. Yeah. Like, I was like, how could you call your own mother that?
You know, when you call your own mom that, you just cursed yourself.
Yeah. You want to help.
Yeah. I've seen so many fights of women, and that's usually the first thing out of their mouth. That's the first thing. Frank says, Kashan, it'd be real in the streets when the ladies start getting into altercations.
I agree with Ashley. She said because they deserve to be called one for disrespecting me in the first place. I agree.
Damn, Ashley, you on point, girl.
I agree. And also, I feel like it's just like it's a natural reaction. Because typically I would prefer to use words over violence, but when it comes down, I'm going to use violence. But yeah, I'm like, first thing I'm like, yeah, we're calling you a bitch, I'm going to be mean to you. We're going to go back and forth, and then it gets accelerated to the hitting, I'm going to beat your ass. I'm 5'8".
That's tall for a woman.
And I have second degree black belt, and I played water polo, and I can leg press. I used to leg press 350 pounds. I can only do probably 180 now, but I will kill you.
You press 350?
On my legs, leg press, yeah.
Hell, she could press me.
When I was like my senior year of high school, I could do that. That was like the highest I went.
Can you press me?
With my legs, yes. My arms, no. I have
We should record that.
I can't do my arms because I have weak upper body strength, but my lower body strength is like
Yeah, my legs are stronger than my upper body. I can still dunk. So, that's funny. You know, I mean no disrespect here.
fighting words.
But, what? I mean no disrespect? But, wait. Frank tells, makes sense. Call me a bitch. I'm going to show you.
true. That's true.
Frank, you're on it. Alec Taekwondo.
Taekwondo.
Here's something.
Question is whether they need her in the writers' room.
I mean no disrespect.
I feel some disrespect coming on.
I once lied to this woman.
That was your first strike right there.
When I thought about this question,
Well, here's the thing. She wanted a relationship.
Okay.
Okay. I wasn't interested.
Did you tell her?
so
I told her
Okay. How did you tell
over
her?
and over again.
Okay, you told her. You made it very clear. That's important.
I
Some
said,
guys beat around the bush. Like, I don't
Oh, I'm
know
not a-
if I'm
I'm-
ready to be officially
you know,
yet.
my dad taught me this.
Well,
Never
let me
beat
get
around.
back to you. Yeah,
My
exactly.
dad taught me this. Never beat around the bush. You always step in something.
Yeah.
So here's what happened. She kept asking me out, and I said no. And I said, she goes, and then one of the other ladies, overhearing this, because she would do it openly in our department, and he said, maybe you're not his type. And I go, that's it. And she goes, what's your type? That's where it got a little.
I wouldn't, in a situation where it's a very one-on-one personal conversation, I wouldn't put in.
I don't have a type. Well, the other person that said that has known me longer.
Okay. Was it
Kind
her-
of like
Was it her place?
kind of
to
like Mama
step in?
Cosmo. You know, she's like the sister
yeah.
I never had, so
Yeah.
she knows. You're not his type.
part of me is like,
And if you know who we're talking about, I'm just gonna leave it there.
Yeah.
You know.
doing it the right way.
And it was true. She was a big woman, big bones.
Whisper in my ear.
She was a big girl, big girl. I just can't date them.
Let's say I write an episode.
That's okay.
You know.
Hey, I'm
So I lied to her.
and yeah, every year.
And this was the lie.
It can be a big.
I'm gay.
Okay, that's a bad lie.
And she takes a step back. She looks me up and down. She goes, "You are not gay." I took a shot, guys. You know. You know.
Put a kill up with a bad
Yeah.
lie.
But look,
Wait, who was it?
let's just get it real. Look, your big ass ain't getting on top of me squashing my little 162 pounds.
Who was it?
I don't care.
I don't think you were there.
Producer on it. It's like
Yeah, you weren't there.
Who was it? Then?
very, very good. I've been writing.
Did you know?
Oh no. I was thinking of someone else.
Oh no, it was a pee in the department.
Okay, that was a dresser.
Yeah. Oh no.
Alright, on that note, I have to run to the restroom, so I'll be right back.
There are many things that
So
happen.
you guys, all the men can teach Kashawn how to lie better, because that was just no. That
Look.
was
She didn't believe it, and she takes the commercial break. By the way, we're coming to you tonight from Casa Vega, here in beautiful Sherman Oaks. Let me slide this over just a bit. We're in Sherman Oaks, and the food's great. I can't believe I ate the whole burrito, considering I had Philly cheesesteak at lunchtime. And Israel and I were talking about that, but we did really, really good. Sorry, I was just looking at a pair of legs. Anyway, my line to the young lady was supposed to let her down easy without me telling her that I don't date big women. You guys know me. I'm slim and trim.
She's very worried.
I can't date the big old girls.
It's because she has the right. And she's right.
I can't do it. So, at least I'm honest. You know. Well, except for the lie that I tried to get past her. And then she didn't believe me. But anyway, that's another story. Anyway, here's another pet peeve. Ready for this one? You are promised something.
Also very good.
It never comes to pass. Ever.
We need to see who they're thinking about first. And if the people they suggest don't make sense,
What do you do in that case?
but we're signing on to their project
I mean, do you just scrap it?
more than they're signing on to ours.
Hold on, I'm trying to get out the charger.
But they don't have a project, so it's just like the show will be sold with her name and the rights.
Anyway, what's an avoidable pet peeve?
Medieval. It's just like the problem's going to be what materials they use. Are we going to use Raquel's pilot?
Yeah.
She wrote a script.
I could have been charging this damn phone the whole time, but no.
You know what that means? Like, it's a lot to figure out.
So hold on, I'm gonna plug this in. And let me see if I can get it in here. Can't find the hole. That's a new joke. Or an old joke.
She's going to have to decide whether she wants to be a part of making this or whether she wants to have a script she wrote.
Hold on, pick the phone up for a second. Plug this charger in. Bam! There we go.
Because the showrunner's not going to just take her pilot and say, done, perfect. They're going to take it and mess with it. What would be good is if they use her pilot as the structure. This is the story, now let me do a pass. If they're willing to do that and keep her involved, then this
Alright, let me see.
they say it's useless, go away. Then they need to say, work with me on a new pilot. And here's my idea, here's why, it'll be great. And if the showrunner can convince her of that, then fine. But I don't know, she thinks
Okay,
everything
there we
she
go.
writes is
How you like that decor up there? It's pretty cool, huh?
just like, there's some choices that are like,
Hey, you know what I did? You know what I could have done? I could have had the charger plugged in the whole time, but I did.
feels like she's been
I plugged in the charger
Right.
because I'm down to 15%.
You know an interesting Facebook message I got today?
giving her
Uh-oh. Is it from a man?
No, I think it was
tell her story.
From where?
a woman. But yes, I do got a lot. I always get interesting Facebook messages from men. So this was a nice break from that.
It's
But
just going to be complicated.
I would
That's why I
show you
like
actually.
maybe it's better if I'm not. Or if I'm in the room
It's from a
as
woman?
producer or something, like
I think so.
maybe that's.
How you got?
Yes, thank you.
Everything okay?
Everything was so good.
I'm messing up.
She goes,
Are you on camera? There you are. All right, read it.
she goes, hello, the Illuminati is a secret society that strives to promote spiritual and moral values. It was founded under principles of love, justice, unity, peace, and relief. The Illuminati brings together individuals of goodwill, irrespective of their differences and balance and backgrounds, and ensures that there's good people become better in society. Do you wish to be a member of the Illuminati and become rich, famous, powerful, and excel in life?
You know, we joke around a lot about the Illuminati.
So I said, I feel like the real Illuminati wouldn't send me a Facebook message if they wanted me to join. And she was like, why do you say so? And I said, what makes me so special? She's like, you were chosen.
That's interesting.
So we kind of went back and forth. I was like, all right, I'll like tell her what she wants. And she goes, the Grand Master only communicates through WhatsApp or Hangouts. Do you have WhatsApp or Hangout to communicate with the Grand Master? I literally goes, that's a little sus.
A message from the Illuminati.
I feel like if the Illuminati wanted me to join, they'd have me like give my firstborn or something, not a Facebook message.
You know, I'm just gonna hold this.
Yeah, hold it.
There you go. Do you believe in the Illuminati?
I think so. I just don't think like makes me so special that they kind of join.
You know what? The Illuminati is officially they're followers of Amanda and Kash. That's what happened. They see potential.
I like him.
I should take those, huh? Anyway, look at those chips. Those look really, really good. Now, there's what's left of my burrito. So anyway, we always joke about the Illuminati. But they are real, y'all. Frank, where the legs at? What legs? The legs to the phone that hold the phone? You don't want to know. I think that's what you're talking about. What's a pet peeve that your parents?
I don't want to be hypocritical because I do this too. But my mom leaves cupboards open. My dad hates it.
He's like me.
Because I used
What
to.
sign's your dad?
I picked up on my habit now that I live by myself. I don't have anyone to blame but myself. But
You leave your cabinets open?
not anymore. But I used to.
Do you leave the closet open?
Yes.
Do you have mirrors on your closet?
No.
Are you okay with mirrors on closets?
I'm okay, but I prefer not to. I have mirrors in my room, but I prefer not to have those big mirrors facing because they face my bed. My closet doors face my bed, and I don't want it facing my bed.
Okay, I'm glad you mentioned that because my roommate doesn't like the mirrors on the closet.
Because I've had sleep paralysis before, and
What does that mean?
It means like you're aware that you're asleep, but you can't move.
Ooh, I've had that.
Not what's the word? You illuminate, imagine stuff.
I've had that.
I forgot what it's called.
I didn't know that's what it was called though. Like I try to wake up myself up and I can't.
Yeah.
The last time a woman was pinning me down or something.
Yeah, I've had like a demon crawl in my bed and stuff. It's like really scary.
You know, Pastor Leroy makes house calls.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm okay. I don't even think maybe it was a succubus.
She's just raising
Sorry, I just wanted to text right now.
I had an invitation from a witch in a cult.
That's fun.
It was in Hollywood,
I believe that.
right off of Santa Monica Boulevard.
I believe in witches. I believe in cults. I believe. My dad worked for the church.
Oh, yeah, they're witches.
My dad worked for the Church of Scientology.
Really?
Yeah, he did. He's an editor and he did their channel.
Really? Does he know Tom Cruise?
Not actually. Yes, he worked with Tom Cruise before this. Not on a personal level, but.
Hey guys, would you date a witch? Would you date a warlock?
Yeah. If they treated me right.
Hi Leslie. I haven't heard from you in a while. Leslie, would you date a witch? Oh, never mind. Don't answer that. Or in your case, a warlock. I believe of course, the Illuminati is real.
Oh yeah.
Let's just get that on out of the way. I don't feel threatened by them, but you probably don't want to mess with them. You know.
It's a rough draft of the S1 system. I love that. Very, very short.
Let's just say sure she did a warlock.
Yeah, why not?
Do you know any warlocks? Leslie?
Yeah.
Tales from the crypt.
I write 15 pages a week.
Okay, here's a question. Ready? This is a pet peeve of a lot of people. They will not date. Would you date someone with one blue eye, one brown eye?
Interesting, yeah. If they have a good person, yeah, why not?
Really?
Hey, I like blue eyes and I like brown eyes, so I get the best of both worlds.
You wouldn't think that's weird?
It's not like it's a genetic thing. It's not like they can't help it. It's a
Okay. Somebody told me that the other day that was a sign from like the universe that just stay away from that person.
What about huskies? Some of the huskies have dogs.
That's a dog.
Yeah, but everyone
This is
loves
a human.
dogs. But they both are all nice.
I love huskies. They're my favorite dogs. If anybody knows. What's your dog?
She's a Chiweenie.
A Chiweenie?
Yeah.
She's gonna show us a picture of her Chiweenie. Hey, Yun! One of the best real estate agents ever. Yun, what's your pet peeve? I know what your pet peeve is. Your pet peeve is me not taking one of your listings and buying the house.
Look at her, she's long.
There's her. Let me see. Show it to the camera. There's her Chiweenie. What's her name?
Harper.
Harper. Wait, do it again.
Let me find a better picture. Hold on.
That was a good one right there.
I want a cute one. My mom took these. I take the good ones. So that's me in Vegas.
That's outstanding. I won't even show you that picture. Hosting has its privileges. There's Harper. Oh. How old is she?
She's gonna be 4 on May 15th.
She's a rescue?
Yes.
Outstanding. Connie Jackson will love you for that.
The Weenie Bobeanies.
So anyway, the reason my friend says she would not, Amanda, would this
I
Harper.
tucked her in the bed when I left for work.
Can she jump up there on her own?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I tucked her in because she was still sleeping. And I had to go to work. And we didn't.
The reason my friend says she would date somebody with 2 different colored eyes is because it was a sign of Satan. I go, but they weren't red eyes.
Listen. If the color of his eyes is a red flag, but some of the other things he does isn't a red flag, you gotta get your priorities straight.
Okay. Okay. Here's a pet peeve of mine. This is kind of off subject, off topic. Would you date a virgin?
Ooh. I don't know. That's an interesting question.
Yeah. The reason somebody asked me that today. Guess what my answer was? No. I'm too old. I don't feel like teaching.
That's a lot of responsibility.
That's why I said no.
I'm gonna say no because I personally, we're gonna scale a little TMI. I don't want to be the dominant one.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like the one teaching you how to do stuff. So.
Wait. Leslie said 2 color eyes could be 2 souls in one body. Whoa.
Like they lost their twin in the room, or they're a Gemini.
Oh, that's interesting, Leslie.
Might be a Gemini.
Do you know anybody like that, Leslie? You know anybody with 2 different colored eyes? I have before, and it's not that bad at all. Really? Did you date them?
Oh, but how old were you?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
You old enough to know better. 2 different colored eyes. What if one's bloodshot?
You have pink eye.
Wait, you have pink eye in one and the other one be all clear. Wait, what if one you needed glasses and the other one you didn't? Would you wear a monocle? Is that what it is?
Just put one contact in.
What do they call it?
Monocle, yeah.
Monocle. A monocle.
Wrong answer.
Okay, see, you were 20 and he was 18, so that's like that age where you're kind of like doing that. So
Okay.
that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
You're probably
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad, actually.
You can see what you think.
Yeah,
It
no,
worked out. See? Yeah.
that's not bad at all. Yeah.
I'm gonna be straight up. I feel like that would make the guy clingy.
Clingy?
To me.
Do you like
Okay,
clingy?
No, I am clingy. I want the guy.
You're clingy?
Yes, I am.
Ashley, are you clingy?
I am clingy. I feel like
Leslie, are you
it
clingy?
would make the guy clingy, and I want a clingy guy. I'm also 25, so it's like
You're a clingy 25?
I'm 25. So I'm saying if I took someone's virginity, they're gonna cling on to me.
Somebody asked me recently. Red's fireside chat. The doctor asked me, "Oh, well, don't you want more kids?" And I just went like that.
He's a good man, actually. Good man. That's rare.
Well, good for you.
Wait,
Clingy.
is this the guy? Wait,
It's
are
clean-
you guys
clingy.
still together?
Clingy's not. Yeah, are they still together?
Now we'll know how much affection might be clingy.
It's
Are you guys-
clingy can't be. Clingy's not a bad thing. You know.
He is a Gemini. I knew it. I knew it. They're two-faced.
They're two-faced. Well, they are the twin.
Exactly.
They make great lovers. At least the women do. I don't know about the guys. I'm talking about the women.
I don't think I've ever a lot of Scorpios, though.
Who's the worst lovers?
I don't know.
Aquarius. I just admitted it.
I don't know.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know either.
I don't either.
I do.
Scorpios are good lovers.
I just
but
know
also
that
fight them.
I just know that Libras are compatible to the Geminis, and for a while I couldn't get rid of them. And I shouldn't say get rid of. It was just every new woman I met was a Gemini, and it gave me a complex.
See, she's okay. Actually, they're still together.
All the ones I saw,
Well, today.
it's like by far the best.
So you guys clinged on.
Well,
That's
actually,
cute.
you're
Okay,
the
that's a good
exception.
story.
You're the exception to the rule.
That's a great story. I love that.
You never asked for the sign, Alex?
You don't know their chart?
Oh, you could be what's that word? Unequally yoked. That's biblical stuff. Would you date someone that has the same birthday? Knowing how you know yourself.
Okay. So, going back to the divas thing. I'm really chill. I like my things. I'm cool, real slow. But when it's my birthday,
Yeah.
I'm a fucking queen. And it's about me. It's all about me on my
Well,
birthday.
as it should be.
Exactly. I don't want to share my birthday.
And July 7th, right? Mm-hmm. So if your birthday is all men whose birthday is July 7th, you have no chance with this woman.
You can have the 6th or the 8th, but the 7th, no.
You cannot celebrate your birthday July 7th.
Also, I lied. I'm sorry, Frank. You're between July 1st through the 9th. I do birthday weeks.
All right. So if your birthday is July 7th, you're screwed. Just move on. Anyway.
Unless you're one of those people who doesn't, like my dad, for example, he hates birthdays. He doesn't want to do
Why is that? When's his birthday?
April 24th. He's a Taurus. He's stubborn.
Well, he's the bull.
He's stubborn.
He's like Stevie Wonder.
Yeah. If you're one of those people you're like, I don't want to celebrate my birthday, but it's your birthday.
Her birthday was your mom.
She's June 5th. She's a Gemini.
Ooh, the bull.
Why make it just a
The
thing
bull tamed the twins.
something that's already happened?
No,
Just like take the vibe from it. I don't know.
absolutely not.
I'm gonna leave that alone because I'm probably gonna meet your dad eventually,
My dad's a very sweet man.
and I'm probably gonna ask him. So
My mom's a redhead too. Naturally.
This idea of
I'm gonna leave that alone too because I made this comment yesterday
social media
to Hello Kitty
because they want to feel relevant.
I always tell this kid.
about redheads.
White,
It's something.
while they love
Let me just say this:
kind of are aware
as guys get more mature, we start to like things that didn't appeal to us when we were younger.
Yeah. No, I agree. Same too. Like now I was kind of saying, like I'm not interested in younger guys. I'm liking things like I don't want to date anyone unless you're 30. Kind of thing.
Okay, so as you know, my ex-girlfriend worked at Universal. Okay, she had a birthday, so she was 36.
It's like
So that's
who wants to be a pop star.
that was
And then they become a pop star.
that. I thought that was my starting point. Okay, well, date no one younger than 36. Of course, that didn't work out that way. So I have people that have known me for a long time,
I haven't tried to convince them.
and they ask that question.
It's just like the way I'm writing her.
You haven't changed. What's your secret?
Kind of a weirdo. And just like,
You know, well, one, metabolism. I have an accelerated metabolism for 3 people.
Oh.
That's one. That's one. 2, can't keep the weight on. Even though I did gain some weight during the pandemic, I'm proud of that. But even though you can't tell, but I can.
chase
And then
things out. She like, does things.
they said, "What's your secret?" I said, "Well, I'm always around younger people.
And I think that's what.
Every day. Every day I'm around younger people." She's a younger people.
That's weird. I'm a baby.
Except, yeah, you're a baby, but you're like mature beyond your years.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm an old soul. I've been through a lot of shit, Michelle. I've been through a lot of shit.
We've been talking about this show for 2 years.
Has it been 2 years? Like a
Yeah,
year?
we've been talking about this for over a year at least.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely over a year.
Yeah. So now that we're finally doing it, I find out something new every week we do it. So I found out we both like Vegas.
We go Vegas. We're going to Vegas together.
Oh, we should do a recording from Vegas. When is that? June?
July.
Oh, July. Yeah, so July. And then Japan will be really crazy.
Yeah.
We could do it on a plane. Can you imagine?
Just hear crying babies in the background.
Are you done, sir?
Yes, sir.
Everything okay?
It was excellent. Can I wrap those up?
Yeah.
Okay. So
He's like, oh, it's like get it back to the 80s and then like,
oh, Frank does birthday month.
share hair.
Yeah, you know, I'm at the age I can celebrate my birthday as long as I damn want to. By the way, I send out notices. So starting about 3 months before, you'll start getting notice. You have 90 more shopping days, and so on. And then they get in chronologically as it gets closer. You'll start getting notices. So by the time we get to the birthday month of Amanda and Kash, I should have a bunch of gifts from all of you people who follow us here on Facebook
We
Live.
can make an Amazon wish list.
Ooh, that would be cool. That would be cool. So, anyway, so they asked me, so what's your
My
secret?
2 months is coming up. I got 2 months till July 2nd.
Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, that is 2 months.
Yeah. Because tomorrow's May. Wow. May 26th, I'm going to lose my health insurance.
What?
So I'm still on my parents. You're allowed to stay on your parents' health insurance until you're...
Is it Kaiser?
No, my parents have
Blue Shield?
a PPO, Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Oh,
Good thing I got
that's
my.
good.
I'm glad my gallbladder decided to rupture this year.
Well, hey, my watch looks weird on there. Look at that. It's like my watch looks like some wormhole. See right there? Looks like some vortex.
I agree with that, Frank. All I know is my birthday was canceled last year, so I'm over an extra birthday celebration. We gotta go hard. I agree. Let's all go to Vegas.
Let's go to Vegas, Frank. I've done that before. We rented a van and just caravan to Vegas, and you could drink on the van. My friend Leah was on there. Check this out. So they said, well, what's your secret? What's your secret? And I said, well, I'm always around young people. And then I thought about it, and I go, I date young people.
I mean, many religions heritage, so very
That's right. Some of us are still freaks. So I don't have I don't know. I don't.
Age is the state of mind. Time isn't real. It's a man-made concept to justify our short time on Earth.
That's
Live
pretty
your
close.
life right now.
That's pretty close to what somebody told me recently. But I made a joke out of it. If I could divide your age into mine, depending on what the common denominator is, then we have a problem. But so far, I haven't had a problem.
How old are you?
And besides, usually when I tell people my age, they don't believe me,
Yeah.
including my supervisor.
Oh, really?
That's another story.
Haley?
Get it from this place. It's a Japanese company.
John? Who?
Kelly.
Oh, she's a manager.
Yeah.
I know about sharing birthdays.
Yeah. You can't share your birthday.
I'm not sharing my birthday.
Wait.
We're gonna go. hard
Leslie
and
said,
celebrate
my
birthday.
man says black don't crack because he's also... Yeah, the black don't crack,
That's true.
So it's called.
as you can see. I don't even have a zit. You know, I've never had a zit.
Good for you. That's good, actually.
One time I was at a Dodger Stadium, and can I touch your hair?
Yeah.
Okay, this is what happened.
Thank you for asking.
Okay, this is what happened from behind without asking me.
Ooh,
It was a woman, and I goes, is there a problem? She goes, I just love your hair. I go, well, thank you, but... And I'm looking at her like... And she goes... I just had to touch it. I go, yeah, you probably shouldn't do that with everybody.
no, you should ask permission because that's how you get punched in the face.
Yeah, and she goes, it's the first time I've touched black hair.
Was this a white woman?
Of course it was.
Was it her name Karen?
Her name was not Karen. How did it come up with Karen?
I don't know.
I know some Karens that I went
It's
to
just like
school with.
sometimes I make up names for people. Like, all right, there's only 4 people. I can do this TMI thing. I was in Vegas this weekend. I left a particular hotel room at 8:30 in the morning. That was
You
not
meet
my.
any Karens?
That was not my hotel room, and I'm like.
What?
I left the hotel at 8:30 in the morning. That was not my hotel room.
Yeah.
I was going back to my hotel room.
Yeah.
I was still dressed from the night before, which is a very pretty dress, but that is not an 8:30 in the morning dress. You know, I get into an elevator.
You got pictures?
I do have pictures. Yeah, I have a video.
She's got video.
I have
Is
a
it?
TikTok.
Can we legally show it?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
okay.
my outfit was really cute.
That is a family
And I
show.
got into an elevator with a family, and it's just it was just like, all right, John and Sharon and your little kids, Becky and Haley, like, don't fucking judge me. You're in Vegas. What did you expect to get into the elevator with at 8:30?
You know what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah, and it stayed there. I'm going back next week.
Wish I was going back next week. Who you going with?
I'm going with my friend Megan, Tyler, her boyfriend Brandon, and then 2 other friends for her birthday. So these are my outfits. This is my TikTok.
Yeah, cool.
That's the good.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's outstanding.
So yeah. Outstanding.
I'm Kash and I approve that video. You gonna bring that one to Vegas?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably bring it again.
Outstanding.
Although I know I have a couple other new outfits I want to bring.
You have a black one?
I have this black top I want to wear.
You have
This
a
is a
red one?
bruise I got on my face from Vegas.
How'd you get that?
Don't ask. You can kind of still see it a little bit right here.
Oh, we'll see that. I don't know if you can see that.
I have like a bruise on my face from Vegas.
We don't want to know how she got that.
You don't want to know how I got that.
I'll find out later, but I won't report it. Man, that guy's tall. Anyway, we want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And pet peeves. You know, when we come up to, you can send us ideas of what you want to talk about.
Yeah,
Amanda has an email. What's your email?
My name is it's Amanda Yost, YOST 77@gmail.com.
Yeah, and she has an Instagram account.
That's Eggmanda Yost. It's EGGMANDAYOLK. Eggmanda Yost, like Amanda Yost, but me with an egghead. So.
And of course, you know how to contact me. SaturnMusicUnlimited.com. And my emails are just my first and last name at Gmail. KashonRahman@gmail.com. I also have a Yahoo one, but I'd rather you send it to the Gmail because that Yahoo is cluttered as hell. Anyway, I want to thank you guys again for tuning in. The black don't crack. You're right.
Black don't crack.
You ever date a black guy?
I did. Yeah.
Outstanding.
He had a foot fetish. But on that note, good night.
Was it Jason? Not that Jason.
No, he's black.
Oh yeah, that's right. We'll have more topics. Anyway, email Kasharaman at gmail.com or yahoo.com. Don't forget, I started a Yahoo channel. So the Amanda and Kash Yahoo, not Yahoo, YouTube. The Amanda and Kash YouTube channel. You can comment on it. This will be posted on there later. And also tonight's broadcast will be bounced over to Instagram somehow. And the audio version of the podcast version will be on the YouTube channel as well. Okay? So thank you. We'll try to change the venues every now and then.
Yeah, and
Casa Vegas was good. You should come down and join us.
Join us. Let us know if you want to be a guest on our show.
Yeah, we've had Santos even came. Where's Santos?
I don't know. I didn't see him today. I haven't seen him this week.
Yeah. So Frank, you definitely have to come down
Yes.
there. Make it happen. Whatever you need to do. Leslie, thank you for chiming in for the ladies, you and Ashley. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Jason and Alex, for commenting, and Frank.
Yeah, and everybody else that chimed in.
Got
Wendy.
one strike, Frank.
Frank, you still have one strike. That's like a point.
Yeah.
But anyway, you guys be good, be safe, be good to each other, and don't let this mask thing get you to the point where you get too frustrated. People are people.
Yeah.
We're really not made to wear masks. Unless you're robbing somebody. There's no robberies of wearing masks. The crime that's going on right now, nobody's wearing a mask.
I saw at the beginning somebody robbed Target, but they didn't do anything.
Were they wearing a mask?
Yeah, you just can't touch them because you have to be 6 feet apart. And
6 feet apart robbery. Anyway, send us your comments, your ideas for new topics. What do you think the next topic should be?
I don't know. Okay, it's gonna be. What do you guys think?
Vegas.
We should talk about the do's and don'ts of Vegas.
The do's and don'ts of Vegas.
Oh my gosh.
2 weeks from today?
2 weeks. I'm in Vegas next Thursday, so.
2 weeks from next Thursday is what's today?
Today's the 6th, so the 20th.
May 20th. Ooh, that's right
20th.
before that holiday.
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day is coming. So our pre-Memorial Day show.
I have my 2 rules in Vegas so far. So obviously the first one is what happens in
Vegas stays in Vegas.
Second, don't fall in love in Vegas.
Don't get married in Vegas.
Don't fall. You can get married in Vegas, just don't fall in love in Vegas.
Britney Spears got married in Vegas. Look what happened with her.
Free Britney.
It's coming from a woman that says the Beatles are overrated.
Britney is an American hero. How dare you?
That's true. I like Britney. I like Miley Cyrus too.
Me too.
You like Lady Gaga?
I do.
You like Adele?
She's not a top person for
She
me,
looks
but I
different
enjoy-
now.
Yeah, she
She's
lost
had
a lot of
transformation.
weight.
You had a transformation.
I just had a transformation.
You did. That's why that guy thinks you're hot.
What was that? That's what the guy thinks.
Yeah, that's why. And maybe he's intimidated.
Yeah, he should be.
Guys are intimidated, not all guys. I'm not one.
You're a good guy.
Guys are intimidated by strong women. That's true.
I come from my mom. When I was crying about it a couple weeks ago, she's like, "You come from a family of strong women. You were not meant to be controlled. You were not meant to change for anyone. You were meant to be your own person."
That's true. That's true. And some guys can't handle that. It's just the way it is. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. Alex says, always make sure you have enough money to get home.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. I once knew somebody that hitchhiked and he got rolled by 2 women.
I've hitchhiked before.
and
Not in Vegas. I hitchhiked in Hawaii because that's actually common out there. I didn't die.
mahalo.
Oh,
Anyway, he got rolled on Highway 15. I'll tell you that story another time.
can you imagine being in like fucking like left in the middle of fucking
By
California?
the way, he had no clothes. We had to go get him. Anyway, guys, be good. Be good to yourselves. Take care of each other. Stay safe. Be healthy. That's Amanda,
That's Kash.
and we thank you. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Have a good night.
The secrets of Vegas right here on Amanda and
The
Kash.
do's and don'ts of Vegas.
The do's and don'ts of Vegas. You coming back here?
I'm down, yeah.
Casa Vegas. Come join us.
Come join us.
All right. Bye.
Bye.